Hey guys, this is Russ from the Easy Mode.
And this is Chang.
We're going to talk about the iPad. We went to the Annapolis, Maryland Apple store, and here's our first look at the iPad. Basically, we played around with it hardware-wise. It was really fun, and it was kind of heavy to hold in the hands.
But it had a good weft.
Yeah.
Weft, no, weight.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like something that would be really nice to like prop up in bed and like watch a movie with. That kind of size. I could see like holding it up for long periods of time would probably get annoying. But
did it get warm for you?
No, that's the other thing, is it never got warm. I was afraid that watching movies in bed and that kind of thing would just make it really hot, like how it is when you watch a laptop and stuff. But you know what? That never happened, so I was impressed with that.
And the screen looks great.
Yeah, the screen was really bright and crisp. There's the speaker holes there, as you can see. And it has full reverse also, which was kind of cool. That wasn't something I was really expecting, actually. Although overall the gyroscope seemed to work well and everything seemed a little better than the iPhone. Next was trying out Safari on it. Basically it's just a bigger version of the iPhone Safari.
I wonder what site you're going to. www.tylersgay.com? No?
No, that's one thing too, is I actually hit the .com button and expected it to just immediately go to the site, but it didn't. You had to hit enter as well after that. But obviously I went to the Easy Mode website. Loaded really fast.
The what mode?
The Easy Mode website.
The easymode.com? Hey, they have a podcast.
They do. It's pretty good. You should listen to it. So as you can see there, it loads pretty fast.
Admittedly, outside's pretty heavy, so I was really impressed.
Yeah.
How smooth it was.
Yeah, it looked really nice. And I obviously left it there for the next person as well. So. Mail. This one seemed to function all right, but you can see right there, that's all the mail you can see at one time. I couldn't figure out any other way to look at a bunch of things at once. I would have preferred to have it more like Outlook or something like the actual Apple Mail client, where you can see all your stuff and little previews of it, but all I really could find was just that right there.
That kind of pop-up?
Right. Yeah. So you can only see maybe 10, 15 emails at a time. It did have integration with documents and stuff like that. You can see right there I'm loading like a spreadsheet or something like that, and it worked pretty fine. You know, it's nice that it actually opens it within it, and it looks pretty good. And you can see there. So next up's the calendar. I actually like this much better than the iPhone's calendar, and actually, to be honest, I think I liked it better than the Mac calendar as well. You can see at the bottom there, right a second ago, I actually scrolled through the dates, and then here you can see a week-long view.
Week.
That's a month. And the week-long view, you can make it width like that or wide like that, and see every little thing, and it's much more intuitive than actually using it on a computer.
I think it's that tactility.
Right. I think I would actually, if I had an iPad, I would actually use this calendar, and I hardly ever use the Mac one. So I think overall it was one of the better features. So I tried out typing on it. I was a little hesitant, you know, because I'm not very good at typing on the iPhone either, and I figured I would try it out. And initially I tried just index fingers. That didn't work very well. I mean, it got the job done, but it just wasn't quite as fast as I wanted it to be. I made a lot of mistakes.
How was holding it up and typing with your thumbs, like you do with a...
Right, I think that ended up actually being a little easier. I couldn't get to the inside of the iPad as easily, but you can see I'm trying to use all the fingers there. Lots more errors as well. And then we thought, well, maybe we should try in landscape view, which I do here in a minute, which made it actually a lot better. The keys were much wider. There's still a little bit of issue with not having an actual keyboard to type on, but I think they did a good job with that dock and the keyboard. We didn't have them there to test out, so.
Do you think you can actually type out like actual documents with it?
I think it would take some practice. I'm not sure. If I had an iPad, I would absolutely get the dock with the keyboard on it. So.
But you can also use your Bluetooth keyboard.
Right, and that would be pretty cool.
I think that's
better. A little more practical. So we'll see. Honestly, I just wish they would let you use it with an iPhone keyboard. So iBooks is one of the big apps for the iPad. Obviously, it's brand new. I just tried out a random book.
What book did you use?
It was some teenager's book, like a Ramona or something like that. Flipping through the pages, as you can see there, worked pretty well. I didn't have any issues. I actually preferred it here in landscape just because I could actually see 2 pages at once. And they made the font big enough that you can see everything. But yeah, I prefer to read it that way as opposed to portrait view like that.
Have you seen a Kindle screen?
I have never actually seen
Really?
a Kindle. Yeah. So.
Do you think it's readable? Like for long stretches of time?
I think so. You know, I read books on my iPhone, so. What's next?
iTunes.
This is iTunes. I had a couple
Oh, well.
issues with it.
Well, it's iPod, but it's
Right.
very much in an iTunes interface.
Right. In that sense, I almost wish it was exactly like the iTunes interface. I mean, you can see there, that's me looking at it by artist, and that worked out pretty well. But we couldn't figure out a way to get cover view to work at all, so that was weird. Videos ended up being really cropped looking. You can see here, I'm going to watch a little bit of Step Brothers.
Don't know why you chose that movie.
It's awesome. So you can see right there, it's not even worth watching. And then in landscape too, you can see that there's so much
huge
black
black
space and
bars.
everything. And double tapping does zoom in, but then you're missing out on half the movie. So yeah, you really only get to use a little bit of the screen, which was kind of disappointing. It almost makes me want to watch a full screen movie, which is, God, that's a sin in and of itself. So TV looked a little better, Battlestar Galactica, just because it wasn't so widescreen. So you can see there, and even zooming in a little bit, it still looked just
I
fine.
think I would be watching more television on this.
Absolutely, and there were some apps in there that we saw, like an ABC app, and so I don't know if that allows you to watch streaming episodes or what, but I mean,
well.
with the Netflix too, that'll be just great.
Photos.
So Photos is probably the best app. I mean, you can see right there, just scrolling into each collection and just kind of browsing it first before picking each individual.
I think if you were to show someone off your iPad, you would show off.
Absolutely, yeah,
photos.
you show that first.
Yeah.
I mean, the zoom worked really well. It's nice to actually have your fingers on the photos like that. And you can see right there, you can zoom down and then go to the rest of the album, and I really like that feature too. It scrolls fast, you can zoom really well. I mean, I think you really get to see the processor speed right then and there. It's pretty nice.
What a happy family.
So gaming is the last part. I played a little bit of Rock Band. As you can see, I'm awesome on the drums. The thing about it is this one wasn't in HD or anything. It was basically just a bigger version of the iPhone game, which is going to be an issue, especially with this one, because you actually have to tilt it to activate the star power, or whatever they call it, overdrive in Rock Band. So I don't know how you'd have to tilt the entire iPad. It'd be a pain in the butt.
I also noticed that I loaded Plants vs Zombies, and everyone knows how long Plants vs Zombies takes to load on the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
It was super fast.
Right, yeah, I think the processor was pretty awesome. So. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys liked our hands-on, and thanks to the people at the Annapolis Apple Store for letting us videotape that and everything.
And thanks for the free iPad.
That's right. I wish. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Okay, see ya.